Hi everyone, John here from Big Pants Underground. Welcome to my channel. So we got a new episode of The Penguin this past Sunday. This was episode 4 out of an 8-episode series arc. This episode was a little different. Episode 3 left us, there will be spoilers, so just if you haven't seen it, don't listen. Episode 3 ended on a cliffhanger where Oz was about to be killed by the Maroni family, specifically Salvatore Maroni's wife. I can't remember her character's name. Him and Sophia had just secured the deal for the new drug with the triads, and he was talking with her out back and basically explaining to her that he did what he did to her in the past just to basically make a better life for himself. Well, at that point, the Maronis pull up, and Vic, of course, rescues the Penguin by smashing one of the Maronis up against a dumpster with the Penguin's car. What we didn't see in episode 3 was that basically Miss Maroni there, let Sophia know that it was Oz that killed her brother, and he was trying to get the Maronis to take a fall for it. So she found that out right before he was able to escape, and they left her alone. They didn't kill her. She got away, and then she passes out. And then we get into the meat of the episode, which is a backstory, which is Sophia Falcone's backstory. And this entire episode is basically devoted to that. I thought it was going to be a filler episode, but no. It started off, she's doing the things that her father wants her to do, and the Penguin is her driver, and basically her father tells her that she is going to take his place after he gives up the mantle of head of the family. But there's a reporter woman that's been snooping around and wants to know about all these killings that have taken place, these hangings from people that have been hanging out in her father's club at her father's private club at the Iceberg Lounge. Also, you find out that Sophia found her mother hanged in her bedroom when she was young. And of course, things that she didn't remember at the time, but things that start coming back to her, is the fact that there was blood all over her mother's hands, and her father had scratches all over his hands and his face. I guess it's something that she blocked out. Well, this reporter is basically asking her about this stuff, and she gets, she talks to the reporter, which is against her father's rules, like completely against it. Well, Oz goes to Falcone, and tells her that Sophia has been talking to the press, and he calls Sophia into his office and, is like, what are you doing? Why are you doing this to me? What, you've betrayed me, blah, 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 all this other stuff. And then she asks, she just confesses that she realizes that it was her father that killed her mother, and she puts the pieces together, and her father is the one that killed all these women at the Iceberg Lounge, or at least had them killed. I don't know if he killed them personally. But then he tells her that she needs to leave, so her and Oz leave, and on the way there, the police stop her. You can see it's that one cop that works for her father, picks her up, charges her with the murder of all these women, takes her to Arkham, tells them that she's going to have to be there for an evaluation period for 60 days until she can get a trial. Well, during this evaluation period, of course, her father, her father has hired these doctors and these people inside Arkham to just terrorize her and ruin her. And then she finds out that the trial is not going to go forward because her father paid off the judges. And come to find out, Sophia spent 10 years in Arkham getting just horrific treatment and shock therapy and just being just a terrible, terrible treatment. And her father did all this. It just goes to show how evil Carmine Falcone actually was, that he actually did this to his daughter. So it basically runs up to the point where she finally gets out with the help of one of the therapists that he probably has kind of a crush on her, but I'm not really sure. And she goes back to, and then she regains consciousness, and now we're back in the present. And she's at the Falcone house, and she shows up uninvited for a dinner in honor of, I think, Luca's ascension to the capo or whatever. And of course, she's not welcome and everything else. And she's supposed to be on a boat to Italy or Sicily or something the next day. But she goes and she gets the little girl, her little niece, I guess it's her niece, and takes her out to the greenhouse and says that she just wants to talk to her. And you think that there's something sinister that Sophia is going to do to this little girl, because you come to find out that the entire Falcone family wrote these affidavits against Sophia to say that she was crazy and that she had been crazy all along, which is why one of the reasons why she wasn't able to get a trial, and one of the reasons why she was stuck in Arkham all those years. And the little girl's mom was one of the people that wrote one of the affidavits. Well, you're thinking that Sophia is going to get revenge against the mom by doing something to the little girl out in the greenhouse. Well, they fall asleep together, and then they wake up in the morning, and you're like, what in the world is going on? Okay. And the little girl's still alive. And then Sophia's like, okay, go back to sleep. And when I come back, we'll make some yummy breakfast. And the little girl's like, okay. So Sophia goes in the house, and come to find out that before she went to dinner, she rigged the furnace to fill the entire house with carbon monoxide. And every person that was left in the house, the entire Falcone family, has now died from carbon monoxide poisoning. And the one person that she left alive by opening his window so he wouldn't be poisoned was the bald-headed guy that was sleeping with Luca's wife. And the episode ends with her tapping his foot and waking him up with a pistol pointed at his face. So what I thought was going to be a filler episode gave us the complete backstory of Sophia Falcone, and what a backstory it was. It completely explains why she is now batshit crazy, and there is a good reason for her being batshit crazy. And yeah, just watch it, and you will just you'll be sickened by what a man can do to his own daughter. So yes, this still a very, very good episode, still a good show. You get to see some backstory for Sophia, even just a little more backstory for the Penguin. You get to see him when he's younger. He's not really in this episode, but you also see him getting pushed around by them saying, you're just a driver. You need to shut up. I don't want your advice, blah, 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 all that stuff. And then we ended with the entire Falcone family being dead and Sophia about to pop a cap in her, I don't know what he is, her uncle or whatever, cousin, whatever the guy is. But yeah, very good. Good episode, held up, still good. Still can't wait to see. We have 4 episodes left. I can't imagine that these episodes are going to have any more type of origin material. It's just going to be the battle now that has been set up between the Penguin, the Falcones, and the Maronis, and somebody's going to come out on top. And I'm supposing that it will be the Penguin, but you never know. It may not be. They said that they're not going to make another season, which God, I wish they would, but Colin Farrell says that he can't handle that makeup again. So I don't know. Maybe they'll offer him a lot of money and he'll go ahead and do it. But as far as we know right now, this is the only season. So the next 4 episodes are going to have to be something pretty spectacular. And the way things have been going, I have a good feeling that they will be. Thanks for tuning in, guys. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Ring the bell for notifications. And I'll talk to you next time. Bye for now.